Well, yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Elden Ring. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to respec into a special build to help you breeze through the Rykard boss fight and earn a whopping 220,000 runes. Rykard is the big badass boss of the Volcano Manor, an absolutely hellacious boss fight that a lot of players have problems with. But don't worry, stick with the Slack and you won't get whacked. Now, everybody can do this. It doesn't matter what build you're currently running, because I'm going to show you how to respec into the special Rykard boss build and then respec back to your current build before the end of the video. Alright, we got a lot of ground to cover to get ready for this fight, so let's get busy!
MajorSlackVideos.
Alright, for those of you following my prisoner walkthrough, this is prisoner walkthrough part 112. And I know we're here in the crumbling fair in Missoula. We're going to come back here and do a major adventure here, but I just want to take care of some unfinished business, and that is the Rykard boss fight. This is some easy money, easy money. For those who are not following the walkthrough, how to get to Volcano Manor. There are two ways. The easiest way is to contact, this is going back, way back to the beginning of this walkthrough, is to contact Rya here in Liurnia of the Lakes, right here at this gazebo right next to the telescope, right? Contact her and she's going to ask you to retrieve a necklace from some bad boy who stole it from her. That bad boy is right here at the Boiled Prawn Shack. Go up to the Boiled Prawn Shack and you have to pay 1,000 runes to get the necklace. Bring the necklace back to Rya, and then she's going to thank you, and then she's going to say, next time you meet me, I can take you to the Volcano Manor, da 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 da. The next time you meet her is right at the entrance to the Altus Plateau up here, right here at the Grand Lift of Dectus. Right, there's these two giants, okay, and it's right here actually, two giants, and she's gonna be right there, kind of like right behind the giants. You go talk to her and she's gonna give you an invitation to Volcano Manor, and she's gonna automatically teleport you over to the Volcano Manor. All right, now there's a long way to get to the Volcano Manor, but that's the easiest way to get to the Volcano Manor. Once you're at the Volcano Manor, you're gonna get a series of contracts. Complete 3 contracts, okay? You get the contracts. First you talk to this individual here, Tanith, and she gives you a key. The drawing room key. This opens all these doors here. Go into this room here, and your contracts are going to be on this table here. Pick them up one at a time and do them. Okay, you're going to find them in your inventory and in the information section right here. So here's the first contract. This contract we did in episode number 87 of the walkthrough. Alright, the Old Knight Isfan contract. The next contract, as soon as you complete that contract, you come back here, pick up another letter, and you get this contract here, Riley the Idol. Okay, and this contract was done in part 88 of this walkthrough. And having completed that, you come back here and pick up the red letter contract, and this contract takes place in the mountaintops of the giants, and this was done in part 89 of this walkthrough. Having completed all those contracts, you go back and talk to Tanith. And she'll say, okay, you now have, you know, like Rykard wants to see you, now have like an audience, quote unquote, with him, and she'll teleport you to this site of grace right here. Audience pathway. And this puts you right in front of the boss door, the Rykard boss door. Alright, now you can just walk right in, no worries. There he is right there, and you're gonna find this sword called the Serpent-Hunter right here. It's this guy, he's holding it right here, okay? And at this point you can just fast travel out, no problem, because the fight hasn't started. And now you have the Serpent-Hunter sword, which is a special sword that has some special powers that really kicks Rykard's ass. Alright, the Serpent-Hunter sword, I've already improved it to +5. Basically what this sword does is, it has a kind of like special magical attack that only works on Rykard with any attack. You don't have to use the sword skill. The sword skill works really good on Rykard, but you don't have to use the sword skill because it's kind of slow. I recommend you just doing a regular attack. Alright, and this special magical, like, piercing bullet will come out of all regular attacks from the sword, and this alone is going to take care of Rykard. Now what we're going to do, as you can see, is it scales with strength. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to respec into a strength build and use that to beat Rykard. Alright, Now, the way you respec is by using Larval Tears. Everybody, if you've been following this walkthrough, should have 2 Larval Tears. We got 1. If you go to your key section, did I pass it? Here it is, right here. Okay, Larval Tears, material used by Renella to grant rebirth. Okay, material required by the Amber Egg, by Renella, Queen of the Full Moon, to birth people anew. Basically, it means respec. Okay, now I'm assuming everybody did the Academy of Raya Lucaria adventure, which culminates in beating Queen Renella of the Full Moon. Now, technically speaking, this is an optional boss fight, but there may be some few of you who did not actually do this. So, to see how to do this, I have a complete, I ran through the complete quest line. Well, quest. I ran through all of Raya Lucaria, okay? And this starts at parts, technically I gotta say it starts at part 34, where you first get the glintstone key. And then parts 34 all the way through to part 45 will take you all the way through the Raya Lucaria complex, culminating in beating Queen Renella, Queen of the Full Moon, the boss fight, and then she will finally end up here at the Raya Lucaria Grand Library. Okay, so once again, that's part 34 straight through to part 45 of this walkthrough. Having done that, you now have access to Respec'ing, as long as you have Larval Tears. Okay, you can just talk to Queen Renella. She's all calm now. She's a civilian. And just talk to her, and you'll get this rebirth option. Rebirth, give her a Larval Tear, and you can respec all your stats. Okay? Where do we get these Larval Tears, Luck? If you've been following this walkthrough, like I said, we already have 2. We got 1. Okay, we got 1 in Shiafra, the underground river complex here. Okay, right near this site of grace here, Worshipper's Woods. If you go over here and you climb up the staircase, and then you climb over and down into this little kind of pit thingy, you're going to find this merchant. He sells 1 Larval Tear for 3,000 runes. That's where we got 1. I can't remember where we got the other one. Humble apologies. However, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to show you where to get 2 more Larval Tears right now. 1 can be found in Limgrave, right here. Limgrave at the Agill Lake South side of grace. Agill Lake South. Everybody go there now. Now you will need to take down a lesser rune bearer. If your build can't take down a lesser rune bearer, well, you won't be able to do this. But if you've been rolling with the Slackster and following this walkthrough, you can take him down with some Night Comet. No problem. Let's just wait till daytime. Okay, and he's over this way. Let's just wait for this horseman to pass. He's passed, okay? And go to the east, you're going to get up on that ledge there. There he is right there. That is a lesser rune bearer in disguise. Let's just kill all these guys. That's just so that we won't accidentally lock onto them. And then switch over to your Night Comet. And you could spawn a summons to help you out. What the hell? Kill him. He transforms. And kill him with Night Comet. And that's all there is to it. And you get... He's dead, Lutel. We got it. And you get yourself a Larval Tear. That's 1 Larval Tear. Alright? However you can kill that rune bear, kill him. Next. Here in Caelid. I'm assuming everybody's gotten to the Cathedral of the Dragon Communion. You can easily get there from... Well, it's there. Just go there. Right? This is the jumping off point. Another Larval Tear could be found on another enemy in disguise right here. Okay, looking for this kind of like orangey yellowy blotch right here. And just to the west of it a little bit, like right about there. Put a beacon there and let's go there now. Okay, and it's in this graveyard here. Once again, let's kill all the enemies so we don't accidentally lock onto them while we're trying to do something else. Alright, and it's that guy right there. This is a troll in disguise. Alright? He transforms into a troll. And that's it. And Shazam! You get yourself a second Larval Tear. There we go. So now everybody has the power to respec into a special build and then respec back into their original build with 2 Larval Tears. Having done that, upgrading the Serpent-Hunter sword is optional. I have done this. I'm going to tell you the lower limits of this. I have done this. I would say you need to be around level 100. You could do maybe lower, but level 100 is, you know, you got to be up around there to make a good enough build. And I have done it with the default Serpent-Hunter without upgrading it. Took a long time and I used up all my health potions, but it was doable. We're making so much money now, it doesn't really matter if, like, you know, if we upgrade the Serpent-Hunter sword to +9, we're not going to use the Somber Dragon Smithing Stone on it, but, you know, everything else is replaceable, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go to, I'm going to opt to upgrade the Serpent-Hunter sword to +9. You can get away with +5 or even the default one. I have done it, but like I said, it takes a long time and you probably use up all your health potions. But I have done it with the default one.
I knew you'd be back out your own.
Okay, here we go. Serpent-Hunter sword. I currently have it at +5. I'm going to take it up to +9. And I only have one Somber 9, but thanks to... I'm not going to use the Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone on this. Definitely not. Yeah, I'll have to look up who... anyways, I'll get to that at the end of the video. So if you only have one Somber 9, if you're following the swap rig, we're going to replace that before the end of the video. Next, so we got our Serpent-Hunter sword up to +9. Let's go respec. Take off all this stuff here. And we're going with the Serpent-Hunter sword, of course. Your best shield. If you got like a great shield of some kind, it's the guard boost that counts. So our brass shield currently has 65 guard boost. You may have a shield that has better guard boost. Maybe I have one and I stashed it. And pretty much your best armor with good fire protection. Although, you know, armor in Elden Ring, it's like, and I'm gonna go with scaled armor. It's like standing in front of an oncoming freight train and deciding what color hat you're gonna wear. I mean, you know, you know how armor is in Elden Ring. It's like, you know, how much good it does is really questionable. So I'm gonna go with scaled armor. All right, and that'll give us 31 physical. Definitely want the Great Shield Talisman, boosting your guard ability. Then you'll want Fire Protection, the Flame Drake Talisman. And to stack up with that, you'll want the Pearl Drake Talisman +1. And finally, the Gold Scarab to make a lot of money. And hopefully everybody's got some gold pickled fowl foot ready to go. And maybe some fireproof dried liver. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And let's respec into our strength build.
Thou art thou now assured of thy want to be born anew?
Alright, rebirth. Use Larval Tears to accept rebirth. We have 2, so it's no biggie. We can respec back.
Bear this sweeting into life anew.
Okay, so basically it just like takes you back to your original level. I see this is your current level and this is your original level. So you can spend level points up until you're maxed out at 149 again, or whatever your current level is again, right? So I would start definitely with strength. Okay, and I would take strength up to 80 if you can. Actually, since I'm going to be getting benefits from Godric's Great Rune, which gives you +5 to all attributes, I'm going to take it up to 75. Having done that, let's leave Vigor, or put Vigor right back to where it was at 45. Which will bring it up to 50 with the benefit of Godric's Great Rune. Mind, we won't need any mind. Endurance, let's put Endurance back to where it was at 26. And the rest into Dexterity. There is an issue with fat rolling. We will be fat rolling with this build. If you don't want to fat roll, doesn't really matter though. I mean, I beat him fat rolling and I had like, I don't know, 8 or 9 health flasks left over. So fat rolling is not that big of a deal with the strategy I'm going to show you. But if you don't want to fat roll, I would take points out of Dexterity and put it into Endurance. I didn't actually crunch the numbers to see exactly how much. I wonder if it shows here. No, it doesn't. Oh, here we go. Max equip load. Oh, so we can crunch the numbers right now.
Be not, I would birth thee.
Yeah, we can crunch the numbers right now. Okay, so right now our equipment load is 60.6. And we want that to be 70% of our maximum equip load. So all we have to do is divide that by 7 and multiply by 10. Right? Getting on my calculator here. So 60.6 divided by 7 equals, and then multiply that times 10. So your maximum equip load has to be 86.57. Let's just say 87. Your maximum equip load has to be 87 in order to avoid fat rolling with this build. Alright, 87. Remember the magic number, boys and girls. I'm going to write this down. 87. Very good. Let's go back.
Thou art thou.
Spend a Larval Tear. Okay, what did I say? Strength up to 80 if you can. 75 actually. Wait a minute. Not so fast now. Okay, so I want it up to 87, watching the max equip load. Boom. That's a little too low. So that'll do it. So now we won't be fat rolling. Next. Vigor up to 45. And all the rest of the points into Dexterity. And that's it. That's our build. There we go. Excellent. So we're fast rolling. Everything's good. This is our build. Okay, now, let me get to a little practice area, like the Church of Ella, and show you the strategy. This is the kind of weapon that you can use behind a shield. Okay, if you block with your shield, you can stab while the shield is up. Okay, it's one of those kind of weapons. It's a thrusting weapon. So that's what you're going to do. And like I said, with regular attacks against Rykard, you still get this kind of like magical piercing effect, which really does a lot of damage and even staggers him. Okay, so that's what you're going to do throughout the entire fight. You're going to get right up in his face, hold your shield up, and just keep stabbing him over and over and over again. And if he moves away, just roll towards him. And you're not going to lock on. Repeat, do not lock on, because he's such a big damn target that you're not going to miss. All you have to do is just get close and stab away, right? And if he moves away, roll towards him, and rinse and repeat. To make this even easier, you could use your Mimic Tier, but you would have to run through the Randy quest line to get that. It doesn't really matter, because I beat him with Lutel, no problem. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, we're going to respec everything, or rather, put all our flasks into health. You want just enough FP to cast your summons. So I'm going to go with 12 and 1. And any summons, like I said, the Mimic Tier would be the best, but we don't have that yet, but it doesn't really matter. You could easily beat him with any kind of summons. So I'm going to go with probably somebody tanky. But I like Lutel because she moves really quickly. And she's great at... I just did it with Lutel, so hey, ain't broke, don't fix it. So let's go with that. Okay, and he has 2 phases. In the second phase, he's gonna like really start hucking out the fire stuff, but it's the exact same strategy through both phases. Get up close, put your shield up, and can repeatedly stab. Just repeatedly spam that attack button. Okay, that's the plan. Let's do it. Let's go back to the audience pathway. Okay, you got your standing orders. I'm not going to give you a live running commentary of what I'm doing during the fight, with maybe a few exceptions. I just want to focus on the fight. You know what to do, so let's go do it. Out goes Lutel. Switch over to your health. Maybe refill that, but that doesn't really matter. Switch over to your health, and that's it. Oh yeah, let's take a fireproof drive liver. And we'll take the gold pickled foulfoot just before he's dead. See, that's it. First phase is already done. That's it, that's all. It's that easy. Okay, we're going to rinse and repeat for the second phase. Hurts, don't it?
Very well.
Okay, now before we start fighting, we're going to take the fireproof dried liver again and the gold pickled foul foot right away, because this is going to be over very quickly.
join myself and King as remedy. Together we will devour the very god.
Fireproof dried liver. Gold pickled fowl foot. Let's go. It. Who loves you? What's bottom right corner of the screen? This should be 220,000 runes. Oh, 202,000 runes, sorry. Yeah, I took my gold. Yeah, alright, it's 160 I think, and then with the gold pickle foul foot it's up to 202,000 runes, sorry. I thought it was 220. Yep, I have my gold scarab on. Yep, so that's it. Now, was that easy or what? Huh? Hey, how about a big old thumbs up for the slacks there? Okay, so we got this set of grace. If there's anything we were missing in here, we can always come back and get it. But let's go back and respec it, get you back to your regular build. And there's something I forgot to tell you. Before you respec, it makes a lot of sense to write down all your attributes. Okay, so way back before we did any respecing, the best thing to do, go to status and write down all these numbers here so you know exactly where you were, your build was before. Because now when we go to the respec screen, it's going to show you your current stats. Okay, so you want to know what these stats are. This is... Strike that. Not the status screen. Sorry, strike that. The best way to get your stats without the benefits of any bonuses is to go to a site of grace and go to level up. Sorry, my bad. This will give you all your stats without the benefits of any bonuses. Write down all these numbers before you do any respecing. Alright? So now you can get back to that, your original build. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
Now, is it thy wish?
Okay, I'm going to respec back to my prisoner build. Okay, vigor is at 45. Mind was at 40. According to my notes here. Endurance was at 26. If you want to make any adjustments to the build, now's the time to do it. Strength was at 15. Dexterity was at 18. Intelligence was at 69. And with the benefits of Godric's Great Rune and the Burger King helmet, that will bring it up to 80. And that's it. That's the original build exactly the way it was. The original prisoner build, right? Done and done. Alright, let's get all our original gear back on. That would be the Meteoric Ore Blade, the Carrying Regal Scepter, the Brass Shield, up to plus 18, the Burger King Double Whopper Helmet, otherwise known as officially known as the Twin Sage Glintstone Crown, which gives you plus 6 to intelligence, the Exile Armor, the Carrying Gauntlets, and the Fur Leggings. And as far as talismans, we had Oh yeah, the Ritual Sword Talisman. And the 2 Graven Talismans. Graven Mass and Graven School. And finally, the Gold Scarab. Okay, and that's our original build, exactly the way it was. And of course, we're going to switch over and make an FP Heavy Flask configuration. I would say for the Crumbling Fair Missoula, I would say we could probably get away with 10 and 3. Yeah, let's try 10 and 3. And we have 300,000 runes to spend. Oh boy. I think we have vigor the way we want it. Let me give this some thought. Do a little field testing. I want to. Yeah, 1550 vigor for a mage. That seems pretty respectable. Let me give this some thought. I know we're hanging on to 300,000 runes, but yeah, let me give this some thought. Do a little field testing, because it might now make sense to either start pumping up endurance or put points into faith to give us some more options. But like I said, let me give this some thought. Anyways, there you go, Rykard boss fight. Easy peasy. Nice and easy. Thanks a lot for watching. If you thought this was remotely entertaining... Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, one thing I forgot. That Somber 9. And it was... I got up on my screen now. It was Cello Brew in part 110 in the Putrid Avatar boss fight. Cello Brew, who gave us the instructions and the timestamp, thank you very much, on how to find this guy. This invisible teardrop scare back here in the consecrated snowfield. Let's go get that. So if you followed my instructions exactly and you took your Serpent Hunter up to +9, you used up probably your last Somber 9. Let's go replace that. Don't worry, we're gonna get the option to buy as many Somber 9s as we want. Okay, so the exact location is right... If you look at this little V right here, see this V? It's right there on top of these rocks there. And let's switch over to Night Comet and take a little ride out there. Cello Brew or Cello Brew, I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways, put up on the screen. Thanks a lot, buddy. Thank you for the timestamp. Timestamps are important. It's right here, right on top of this thing here. Let's take care of these guys, because they could be a little dangerous. I love their death scream. Whoops. Took a health one by mistake. Okay, you know we're in the right place. I got this little campfire here. This guy's really dangerous. Yeah, I've got a little campsite here. Take care of this guy over here. Okay, and it's right up at the top of this thing here. I was able to clamber up by foot, which I found easier. But there's one part where you have to use torrent. I think it's right here. Oh, wait a minute. You might be able to get all the way up there on foot, which I find a lot easier. What's now? Huh. That's a lot easier. And switch over to your oh yeah, you can get up here on foot. Okay, and switch over to your meteoric or blade. Use the grab to skill, and there you go. Get your Somber 9. Done and done. So we replaced your Somber 9. Now we can still max out another unique weapon, although we only have one Somber 9. You could buy more Somber 1s, and we only have one Somber 7. But shortly we're going to get the bell bearing, so we can buy as many 7s and 8s as possible, and shortly we're going to get a bell bearing so we buy as many 9s as possible. That's not an issue. It's really just the Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones that there is a limit, alright, as it previously discussed in the previous video. So that's it, boys and girls. Let me take us back to Crumbling Fair, Missoula, which is where I'm pretty sure we're going to pick up, unless I, you know, take you on another detour. Crumbling Beast Grave. No, I just wanted to, like, you know, wrap up that. And I know the Randy quest line, I'll explain about why I'm not doing that right now. Hopefully next video if I remember. Okay, but for now I want to start pushing through Crumbling Fair, Missoula. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, post a comment, tell your friends about my channel, and I'll see you next time for some more Elden Ring. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.